Hi. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. My name is Alejandrina, and I am a freelance makeup artist and SFX artist, and pretty much anything that has to do with makeup, body paint, or face paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna be doing a natural glam, and I mean very natural. No eyeshadow, um, no lashes, just straight what I would consider like everyday makeup. Make sure. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my primer. And we're just going to put a little bit, mix that in. Now for this look, we are not going to do what we call Instagram brows. Like I said, we're going to do a very, very natural look. This look is something that you could actually do, like if you're a busy mom or, you are busy at work or you don't have a lot of time to get ready. This is perfect for that woman on the go, all that sorts of stuff. Okay. All right, so the first thing we're actually going to do is we're going to be applying foundation, which usually I would do my brows first, but like I said, we're doing a very, very natural look, and our brows, we're actually going to be using a powder, a powder palette for brows from BH Cosmetics. It's not new, but I still have the film on there. So it has the gel and the brow, but I actually like the powder from that palette. Not so much the gel. If I do the gel, I like to use Onyx by Shadow Sense from Synergence. Okay, so we got the primer. Make sure. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to put my hair behind my ear so that we can do this. Okay, and I'm just putting foundation on here, and the colors I use are Warm Sienna from LA Girl and Beige. I haven't gone to match my exact color, and so I've been mixing these colors. Okay, so I'm using a brush, a foundation brush from Makeup a Murder. Alright, and all we're just going to do is just apply it all over the face. I love this foundation because it's matte. We're applying it on the eyelids as well. It's matte. It applies well with a brush. I don't know, with a beauty blender, I just feel like it doesn't blend well. It's too streaky. I feel like it. So we're just applying. I try to move downward when applying the foundation as much as possible, of course. We're going to go up to that hairline because we want it all to match. Like I said, if I was doing a glam look, then I would do my brows first, my eyes, my eyeshadow, all that good stuff first. Foundation would actually be last. But when I do these fast natural looks, and this is like for if I have to go somewhere really, really early and I just don't want to look like I haven't slept in days, or I just want to have some makeup on. I am a makeup artist, so I feel like I am expected to wear makeup. Alright, so now that we've applied that, I want y'all to see a little bit up close. You see how matte that is? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put our concealer. And for this, I use NYX HD Studio, and I use the color CW05. So we're going to put that there. Now, even though we're doing all natural, I still try to keep the face part the same. I don't like just putting foundation all over the face. I like to still give my face dimension by applying the concealer and the bronzer for contour. Alright, now we're going to get just a little sponge, and we're going to wet it with setting spray. Here it is. Okay. A lot of people do like to put water on their sponge. I like to put setting spray, and I only put it on one side. Okay. The other side, I'm going to keep clean and dry so that I can apply the powder. The setting spray that I use is this one by Beauty Creations. They also have a green one that's like oil control. So I use that one as well. But I've been using this one for a while. I actually bought more of the pink than the green. So I ran out of the green and just decided to use the pink. But it works. It works well. And we are going to do our brows. But like I said, we're going to do them with the powder. So right now that's not really a step that we need to go into. We're concentrating more on the face. When using a sponge, you want to make sure that you're patting it down, okay? Whatever area you're using it. You really don't want to like do this, okay? You want to make sure like and dab your skin. If you feel that your sponge starts to get dry with the setting spray, then just spray it again. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get the powder. And the powder I'm going to use is Natural Translucent Powder by Senegens. But I poured mine in here. And I have different colors. This is clear colorless white powder by Ben Nye. And then this one is the banana powder in, I think, medium tone. So I like to put them in here just because when I go to customers, it makes it easier for me to use. And I'm just going to dip it. Okay, and I'm going to actually pat this powder down. Okay. A lot of people like to leave it, let it set, and then brush it off. Because I have oily skin, I found that doing it this way, it does my foundation last a lot longer. And the finish to me is just a lot better. Okay, we're actually going to put this on the eyelids as well. Like I said, we're not putting eyeshadow on for this look. Now, if you wanted to, and some people have really dark circles on their eyes, if you need to, go with like a light brown or a color that's not, you're not going to be having to worry about blending out so much. Or a light shimmer is also very good for these little natural looks. Okay, last part is our forehead. Now I'm trying to move fast and explain at the same time because I actually want y'all to see how long it actually takes me to do a look like this, right? Okay, so now we're going to get our blush, and for blush I use Feisty by Tarte. Okay. So I'm just going to get another Makeup Remover brush. If you haven't tried this line, this makeup line, it is amazing. So I just put a little bit. I'm not a big blush girl, so less blush the better, but I just put it on just to show you what order I go in. Okay, now we're going to get another Makeup Remover brush, okay? And we're going to use our bronzer. This is Brilliance Bronzer Bronze Babe by BH Cosmetics. This bronzer is bomb. If you are not into cream contour or you're barely working on contouring and you seem to put too much, this bronzer is amazing for like beginners. Okay, so I'm going to put the bronzer on the brush, and what I'm going to do is kind of look that way so that I can see where my cheekbone is. You see this indentation? So that I'm going to try to stay above that with the bronzer. Now the good thing about this bronzer is that it's really forgiving with mistakes. So you're not going to see like a dark line right away. It is buildable, which is why I love it. I can actually use this for many skin tones. And if I want to go darker, then I just apply more. The perfect shade for me is 3 times on each side. Okay, so now that I have enough there, I'm just going to go kind of in circles around the forehead. And this is going to help when you're like going from summer to winter and you know your foundation starts to kind of get too light or too dark. The bronzing kind of helps with that. It kind of contours and highlights at the same time. So if you wanted to do away from the concealer part, you didn't want to do that part, just foundation and the bronzer, it still would look like you contoured and highlighted your face. This part right here I like to do so that it doesn't look like I have a line of foundation. Okay, now I'm going to get a smaller brush, and with the same bronzer, I'm going to contour my nose. So for this look, we're not going to do deep contour on the nose. I barely tapped it. Twice, and that's enough. The closer your lines are on your nose, the thinner your nose looks, okay? And then I should do this part here. You don't have to do this part. All right. All right, now we're going to do the brows. So I'm going to get this brush by Crayon Case. Okay, and I'm going to get my BH Studio Pro. And I'm going to use the dark brown. Usually I use black, but I don't want to use the gel. So I'm going to use the darkest brown. Okay, and I have a mirror back here. So if I'm kind of looking in a different direction, that's why. You could also use a black eyeshadow or a brown eyeshadow. Okay, so to keep the natural brow, as I'm applying product, I'm going to brush it through, okay? So I'm going to start very lightly, just to kind of build this form, this shape, okay? Just like that. Now, if you're not good at doing your brows yet, then you could do your brows first. That way you can kind of conceal them. But if you have a good shape to follow, you feel confident that you don't need to really conceal them, because to conceal them, then you're getting into kind of the IG brow. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little closer and kind of clear the camera. So you see, all I'm doing is kind of adding the product, and then I'm brushing it through. Now what the powder does is just makes it seem a lot more natural than when you use a gel. But it's also great practice to start with the powder first, so you kind of see what shape you like for your brows. Alright, so now we have that. So we're just going to brush our brow. Okay, so see the difference? It just kind of gives me a little bit more of a shape. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing to this side. Sorry, it like loses focus, and I'm trying to look at the phone to do this. One of my brows is always shaped better than the other, so I definitely try to watch that. And what I'm following is just where my hairs grow. I need to look at the mirror. All right, now we're just going to do the inside. And when you're doing natural brows, they don't have to be perfect, because it's supposed to look like really you don't have much product on. All right. So there's that. Okay. So now we are going to just put mascara on and our highlight. Like I said, this is a very natural look. If you wanted to kind of go from like day to night, then you could add lashes. But we are doing a look. I'm trying to do a look that I feel you know, the working mom, business mom could do if she had a meeting in the morning. And she doesn't have a lot of time, you know, when we have kids, we got to get the kiddos ready, we got to do our hair. So the less time we take on our makeup, the better. Now, if you have a lot of time in the morning to get ready, then you continue to follow this channel, subscribe so you can get into more dramatic looks, more full glam looks with eyeshadow and lashes and all that good stuff. But this is for the mom on the go. Okay, so I'm just putting my mascara on, and we're gonna put 2 layers of this. And this mascara is Lash Sense by Senegence. I love this mascara. It has some ingredients to make your lashes grow. I always forget the name of the ingredient. It's probably on here. but you can just go to their website to order. And I always make sure I get all my lashes. I'm very picky when it comes to mascara. And since you're doing a natural look and you're not gonna hide your lashes with fake lashes, then you need to make sure you're applying your mascara correctly. So we're gonna put one more layer. So look at that.
I'm on the tapping.
I'm on a video, please. Okay, so now we're gonna do the second layer. Mama, please go away. I'm not on a Facebook Live. Okay, now we are going to add our highlight. And for highlight, I've been using this Juvia's, the Nubian by Juvia's. This is loose highlighter, Nefertiti. Let me just get, I'm gonna use this dough color brush. I don't know why, I've just been using it for highlight and I've been loving it. So we're gonna use it again today. So we're just getting some. And I just like using this brush to go in circles because it just gives me just a tiny bit of like highlight. Without the Glam highlight. And I actually blend it out as much as I can. Okay. Now, if you like a big pop of highlight, then leave it as is. Or you can spray setting spray on your brush. And it really makes your highlight pop. You can also put setting spray on your face. All right. Now we're going to do on the bottom of this brow. Okay. Let's see. I need a smaller brush to do the inner corner of my eye. Just a little tiny bit. All right. Now we're just going to apply a lip color. And we're going to actually use a color that is supposed to be the color of this year by Pantone. And so I'm going to use this color Anna by Suzix Cosmetics. And even though we have a natural glam, you could actually put red lipstick on or black lipstick on, pink lipstick on, you know, whatever color you like. This lip color smells really good. I'm loving this color. This is actually my first time wearing it. All right. Okay, so now we're done with that. Oh, let me fix my hair. So this is just, like I said, an everyday look that you could just kind of wear to the office, or, you know, if you work somewhere where you don't really want to wear a lot of makeup. If you wanted to, you could add lashes, but I love this mascara. Just a tad bit of highlight. But this is probably going to be the most natural look that I do on my YouTube channel. I just wanted to do a quick video of how I do my natural makeup, just because I had got a lot of messages asking, you know, do you have a makeup look that doesn't take forever? We took 26 minutes, and that's with me explaining. So, of course, if I was just doing my makeup on my own, I'd probably take only 15. But there you have it. And of course, you would just add a setting spray after. But just subscribe to my channel. I will be doing more colorful looks in the future, and doing some face painting, body paintings, and SFX work. Thank you for joining me. Bye.